everyone, my name is Tori, this is Novel Life, and welcome back to my channel. Today I have a start of a brand new reading vlog, and I am extremely excited to dive into these books. I have been waiting for the end of February. Today is February 28th, and I'm starting this reading vlog because I'm reading the whole Off-Campus series. And when I mean the whole Off-Campus series, I literally mean all of them. So I have all 4 books here. I recently bought 3 of them at Barnes & Noble because they would buy one get one half off, which I think made each book like $10 or something like that, which is right around what you could probably get on Amazon. I didn't buy the Legacy. I may read that for this book, for this vlog, but I didn't buy it just because I wasn't sure if I wanted to read the novella of all the 4 couples if I didn't like them. Not that I think I'm not gonna like them. Anyway, I'm just really excited because I was talking to some friends on a live show or something like that, and I did not realize that I haven't continued with the Off-Campus series. I literally have only read The Deal, the first book. And I only knew that because I looked on Goodreads. I read the whole Where Are You series, but I did not read the Off-Campus series. And I'm like, how am I a romance reader if I haven't read this series? So I have the indie version. My friend Sam, she sent this to me because she has the mass markets, I think, of all of them, and she didn't want the original indie. So I have this one. It's the odd one out. I don't really care. I mean, I love collecting books, so I'm happy to have it. I did have her sign it at Book Bonanza when I met her, so I do remember this one being like a fun read, but I'm interested to see how I like it now. How many years? Oh, this was published in 2015. Ooh, wow, that's a long one. So I am really excited. I've been loving hockey romances, so I have The Deal. And then I'm gonna read The Mistake. Then I have The Score, and then I have The Goal. So I think that's the order. I think it is. These are the Bloom versions because Bloom picked up this series, which, I mean, I'm happy about that. But yeah, I hope you come along with me for the next week or so. I'm going to be reading this series, diving into my thoughts. You can let me know in the comments down below if you've read this series and what you thought of. When I mentioned that I was going to do this, a lot of people were really excited to see what I thought. So yeah, drop me like a hockey emoji, hockey stick, hockey puck, hockey player, whatever, in the comments down below because I think this is all hockey. Yeah, I think these are all hockey, which I may be going to a hockey game if Brandon wants to go with me. We'll see. We'll see if I have some footage of that because that'll be fun while I'm rating this to go to a hockey game. Come on. Come on. But yeah, I'm going to get reading The Deal. I'm going to start it tonight. I don't know how I'm going to listen to them. I hope to physically read them because I bought these books, but sometimes audiobooks, I get through them faster. But I'll let you know how I read them. And yeah, let's just go ahead and get this vlog started. It's actually the next day. It's technically March 1st, even though I started The Deal yesterday. I finished it today already because I read like 200 pages yesterday, last night. So what I started doing with this book, and I do this with some books now, is to keep myself focused when I'm like laying down or sitting down and reading like after dinner and everything, is I will get the audiobook, and the audiobook was $1.99. I could buy it for $1.99, so that's what I did because that's super cheap for an audiobook. And I was reading along while I was listening, and sometimes that's my favorite way to read. Now, I will say that the female narrator wasn't the best. She wasn't my favorite, but Christian Fox, he did the male narration. He was really good. And I have read this book before. I don't know if I said that, but I have read this one book, but I have not read the rest. And I read this back in like 2018, and according to Goodreads, I gave it 5 stars. And I'm gonna keep that rating. I think it's like an actual like 4.5-star read. And the only reason why is because I wanted more like bromance of the, specifically Logan, because that's his best friend, and like more of like the hockey stuff. I wanted to see more hockey game things, considering this is a hockey romance. But that's just like more personal thing. So I'm gonna leave my 5-star rating, but technically rate it 4.5 stars. But Garrett and what's her face? Hannah. Garrett and Hannah have such a playful relationship. They have a gentle romance that they've kind of just like fallen into romance together, if that makes sense. Like fallen into love, I guess, if that makes sense. And it was super cute to read. Like obviously they had like that enemies aspect at the beginning of the book, where, you know, he's trying to get her to tutor her and all this stuff like that. Like I remember most of like the deal part of it, like what happens, but I didn't remember all like the little things that he says, like that's funny, but also like it's funny for her too because she calls him dude sometimes, which I think is funny. So I don't know, I just had like the biggest smile on my face while reading this book, and like I had to finish it this morning before I like actually started working because I had like an hour left of the audio. And it was just so good. Like, it was so good to read. I love them. I am a fan of Elle Kennedy's. I like the hockey aspect. I forgot how emotional this book can be. So like when she talks about her sexual assault, I was like, oh, I forgot about that. And when he talks about his dad, I totally forgot about that as well. So just know that those two things are triggers. He goes through some abuse and she goes through a sexual assault. It's not on page, but she does like talk about what happens at one point in the book. But yeah, I loved how like emotionally connected they were because of those things. And it was like little baby steps that they fell in love with. And yes, it was fast, but I really, really enjoyed it. Like you can see like how they both were just like, this is the person I'm feeling something for. And I like how he helped her and then how she helped him and how he was with just everything. I really loved it. I really love this book. Now don't get me wrong, that little not third act breakup. What do you call it, third act breakup? Yeah, third act breakup with the whole thing with his dad. I'm like, you could have just talked to him. I hate miscommunication. That's another why I'd like 4.5 stars too. It's like, you could have just talked to him. Could have just talked to him and figured it out and it would totally have been fine. With the audiobook, you can get the first chapter of The Mistake, which is the next book, in the audio, like listen to it, and I did not do that. So there was like 30 minutes of the audio I didn't listen to, but yeah, this one was a good first start. I just hope it gets more hockey-ish. But speaking of hockey, I am going to a hockey game in not a couple days. It's Wednesday. I'm going Tuesday. So I'll still be vlogging because I got 4 books to read. I'm not going to read them back to back to back. Like I'll break it up because I feel like I do better with that. If I'm reading one genre, like all sports romance, new adult, then I'll start like not liking them. I just know that about myself, so I'm spreading that out. But yeah, I'm going to start The Mistake. I don't know which book I'll be in by the time I go to the hockey game, but I'm super excited. Now these are all the Bloom editions, which I love. For some reason, this is an old indie version and the papers are really thin, but I really like how floppy it is. Like it was easy just to sit open like this and it didn't break the spine. Now with these, I don't know if I can do that. Like I mean, if they're floppy, but you can't like open the spine. But this one is Logan. I do know it's Logan, which I love. Like the type of loyalty he has to Garrett, I really, really like that. So I'm hoping that we get a little bit more, but I don't know. He doesn't hook up as much as Dean. Who messaged me? Someone messaged me saying I can't wait for you to get to Dean's book. So I'm excited for that one. So Grace is a freshman and Logan is a junior. Oh, is this Second Chance? Oh my gosh, he wants her back. I love Second Chance romance. I didn't know, like literally I don't know the tropes for anything. So I'll update you when I have something to talk about. I don't know if it'll be like at the end of every single book, but like I flew through that first book. So I don't know how quickly I'm gonna fly through these, but yeah. Okay, I'll see you when I jump into Logan's story. Hello, I look absolutely ridiculous right now. Okay, so I don't know if you guys know this, but I get so many comments about my eyeliner. I don't have any mascara or eyeliner on, which is why I look ridiculous, but I do have my eyeshadow on and it's gonna look better, okay? Promise. But the amount of comments I get on my eyeliner, wanting to like see how I do it, what I do, it's not that fancy. I'll tell you right now. It's not that fancy. It's not that great. It's not like anything spectacular, but I guess I'll show it to you. Like the amount of comments I get on TikTok or my reels or sometimes in my video like about my makeup. So you saw I just did my makeup, which like it's not anything special. I don't do anything special. I don't know. It's just weird. But I want to give an update on this while I do this. So I'm on chapter 26. I have this much left. I'll probably finish this in the next day or two, but I wanted to give you an update on Logan and Grace. So while I do my eyeliner, well, I'll show you how I do my eyeliner first. Okay, I use this, that's upside down. I use this, it's literally a super, let me see if I can get it up there. Oh, there we go, super flimsy brush, eyeliner brush. I use this for the top. Let's see if I can get this on camera and it'll focus on me. I don't know if it will, because I can't look at this. I can't look at this and at this in my mirror while I do this. So let's see if I can get it. Okay. That's the top. Let me do the other side really quick. Ta-da! Okay, now, the wing. That's what everyone wants to know. The wing. How do you do your wing? Okay, I use this. You can't even see it. It's so dirty. I got sent this, like some Amazon company. It has a stamp, which I think in one of my vlogs I did look at it. It has a stamp for the eyeliner. I don't do that, but the wing, like this part, which is just a super stiff pin, it's the same on both. It's 2 pins in a pack. I've been using this and it works. Now, I will say what I usually use sometimes is this, which is the H2O proof by e.l.f. I told you I use the cheapest stuff. This one's even broke. I can't even open it because there we go. It's just a pen. It's the same thing. It's a pen. You can do the same thing. I like it because it's stiff, because literally all I do. I don't like a flimsy to do my wing because then it gets everywhere. I literally take this, I hold it like this, and I draw a wing. Sometimes it's big, sometimes it's small, sometimes it's even, sometimes it's not. Okay? It's just how I do it. Okay, let's see if I can do it. Literally. I can't talk. I can't talk while I do this, but okay. Ta-da! That's it. Let me do the other side. I don't know if you can see the other side, but ta-da! That's literally all I do. It's easy to do a wing because you just hold, place, drag the top, and then you fill in. See? Well, it's pretty even today, actually. Yeah, pretty even. Okay, I'm gonna do my mascara. Okay, done with my makeup. This is the finished product with mascara. I put a little bit of lipstick on it. Okay, we're gonna talk about the mistake really quick. Just preliminary thoughts really quick because I have to go film a video. But I don't know what I'm gonna rate this. Now, this does have pretty good groveling, but I don't feel as connected to the characters as I did in the deal, if that makes sense. Like, if I were to stop right now, I have 100 pages left. If I were to stop right now, I would rate this 3.5 stars. It's not a bad book. I like the groveling. I just don't understand it. Like, I understand that Grace has her time, like they've had a thing, you know, Logan does something where he's like trying to get over someone. I'm trying not to give too much away. I have a hair on my lip. And I get that, you know, he felt a certain type of way and now he's like, you know, not using Grace as a rebound, but that's kind of what is happening. I don't know, I just felt like that I don't feel as connected with them as I did to, I don't know, to the romance in the first book. I don't know. I do like the groveling. I just don't understand, like, with her going away for the summer and, like, becoming this new woman, like, freshman or sophomore year. Like, I know people can change, but, like, she's acting completely different. So, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it yet. I don't mind the groveling part. Like I said, I kind of like that. He does have to grovel. Like, don't get me wrong. He is kind of screwed up for kind of trying to get over this other person with Grace, and now I'm glad he stopped when he did. Like, he didn't take her V card, which thankfully he did not. But I don't know, I feel conflicted about this one. So I'm gonna finish it sometime in the next day or so, and I'll update you. But I don't know. I'm excited for the next book, which is The Score, because that's Dean and Allie's book. And Allie is dating Sean. So I don't know if what happened between the last 100 pages of this book and The Score. So we'll see, but I hope you enjoyed that makeup tutorial. I don't know why people want to see the way I do my makeup. I don't know. I don't think it's anything special. I'm not a beauty person. I like doing my makeup, but I don't know. But those who wanted a makeup tutorial, there it is. That's my eyeliner. That's how I do it. Don't come for me. I don't have eyebrows. I don't have eyelashes. I mean, I do. They're just blonde, so you literally can't see them, which is why I use black, which is why I look like a totally different person from before makeup to after makeup, which is why I'm very self-conscious. So please don't comment on my blonde eyelashes and blonde eyebrows. I'm very self-conscious about it. Anyway, I will see you probably tomorrow when I finish this book. and I'll update you. But yeah, so far it's about a 3.5 star. Not my favorite, like the Gravel, but Logan still's gotta do a little bit more stuff. And I hope I get more chemistry between them before the end of the book. But okay, bye. Hello, I'm here looking like an egg because it's Sunday and I just want to wear my hair up. I did go get my nails done today. Aren't they gorgeous? Look at that color. I love it. Anyway, I'm here to update you because I have a pretty big update. I finished The Mistake and I'm a little disappointed. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little disappointed in this book and I'm gonna give it 3.5 stars. So like I said in my last clip, it really just kept that way. I had like 100 pages left and it took me like 2 days to finish reading this. 2 days. That's really long for me to just finish out a book. I personally just felt that it was not, like, it didn't grip me the way the beginning of the book did. Like, I felt like they had more chemistry at the beginning of the book than they did in the last part of the book, and I never felt like they got back to that. And like, their love was cute, but I don't like truly believe they were like in love. I feel like they had like a mutual love for each other, so like the romance was a little bit of a letdown for me, which I was really excited for John. So yeah, this one's a 3.5 star, unfortunately. But everyone, I posted on Instagram with like all the books, and the deal was like the main one, the first book, and I was like, tell me who your favorite character is. So many people said Dean from The Score, and I was like, oh my god, love a playboy. Okay, so I'm literally halfway through. I had to go get my nails done. I had to go to the grocery store and like just do errands, and I was listening to it while I started reading along, and then I got the audiobook. I am loving this one, and it's like rivaling The Deal, if that makes sense. Like, Dean and Garrett are like two different people. Do you know what I mean? Like, they're just two different people, but the way him and Allie are like sneaking around, but like having so much fun, and he's like helping her like come out of her shell, like sexually, like she's not afraid to do whatever anymore, like try new things, and I am loving it. That bathtub scene when Logan came in, and he saw the dildo sitting on the bath, I was like, oh, I just read that scene, I about lost it. But I stopped literally when she calls Hannah, and Hannah's like, yeah, all the guys are at the bar, they won their game. Tell me if you're coming. You know, they're just hanging out, but someone's trying to like suck Dean's face off. And she's like, excuse me? We literally, like in her head, she's like, we literally just decided that we're gonna be exclusive 2 days ago. And now he's doing this. So I think she's gonna walk down to the bar, like go into the bar, and like he's gonna lose it. But I'm loving Dean. I'm loving him coaching this like middle school thing. I'm loving him, Robbie, who stays after practice, like that little middle school kid, and his sister, that's cute. There's just so many things that I'm loving in this that I'm like, I really wanna finish it tonight. I don't know if I'm gonna actually finish it tonight, but yeah. Loving this one so far. I see the hype for Dean. Oh my God, my nails kind of match. Well, it matches up here. Kind of, a little bit. Anyway, I'm loving Dean. I get the hype. This might be so far my favorite book. I'm nervous for the second book because I think Sabrina gets pregnant, and I don't like that. I don't like secret baby, surprise baby, pregnancy in books. So, well, I didn't know that, but the end of this one said something. I read the synopsis of the next book. Yeah, about the next book, and I'm like, I also don't know if I'm gonna read The Legacy. I haven't decided if I'm gonna go get that book, but I go to a hockey game on Tuesday. It's Sunday night, so I just have to get through work Monday. I'll probably finish this tomorrow night, and then I get to go to my hockey game on Tuesday. I'm super excited. Brandon's gonna go with me, but hi, puppy. But yeah, that's all the update I have. I'm gonna give you my full thoughts of Dean when I finish this one, but so far we have a 4.5 star. We have a 3.5 star. I'm hoping this is gonna be a 4.5 or 5 star read. It doesn't go downhill. Third act breakups can be like awful, but that's all I have, and I will probably update you the day I go to the hockey game because I'm really excited for that. Hi, happy Tuesday. It's very bright, it's very sunny outside. Sorry for that. Let me see if I can move you over this way. Okay, that's a little better. I'm using my cupped up cup I got in a giveaway. Super cute, bedazzled, love it. Anyway, today is hockey game day, which I am so excited for. So I'm going to a hockey game tonight after I finish work, but I'm on my lunch break, having some chips and guacamole, plantain chips and guacamole, I should say. But I have a pretty big update. So last night I finished The Score, and I read about half of it yesterday. Oh yeah, I read exactly half of this yesterday. The last time I updated you, I was halfway through. And this is a 4.5 star read for me. I noticed with the off-campus series, and this is just something I've noticed as I'm reading each book, is that the endings are all very abrupt. Like sometimes authors do that in certain books, I guess you could say. As in like, we're gonna wrap this up quickly, but it's in every single one of these books. And it's not my favorite thing. Like I don't mind it if one has it, but I like that I get to see at least like an epilogue or a little like an extended epilogue of them together and like doing things. Granted, we do see them in like in the next book. So like I see Dean and Allie in this book, or I will. But yeah, this is a 4.5 star. Dean and Allie are, I love it. I love it when the hero can help our female character. So in this case, Dean is helping Allie like become who she wants to be, who is someone who is very like open, especially with her partner, sexually about things that she wants. And I personally enjoy that. Now, do I think that she should have taken a break from him at the end of the book, like that third act breakup thing? No, that annoyed me. That annoyed me a little bit because I was like, Dean screwed up. Don't get me wrong. Dean screwed up, but he had his reasons and he apologized. I mean, he took it like a champ. He was like, you know what? She needs time. I'm gonna give her time. That's fine. We're gonna do it, right? But yeah, I love Dean. So far, he's my favorite character. So far, Dean and Allie are my favorite couple. They rival Garrett and Hannah. Right now, they're above Garrett and Hannah. But yeah, 4.5 stars for this one. Now, this is the book I'm nervous for. I hate surprise pregnancy. Absolutely despise it. And I didn't know this book had it. So, you guys, I mean, I feel like I'm trying not to let it like affect me with this reading experience, but I hate it. Like, I would never pick up this book if I knew it had surprise pregnancy. I really try and stay away from that because I just despise it. Now, don't get me wrong, I like Sabrina and Tucker. I like Sabrina, especially in Dean's book where she was just like flipping him off in the bar, and that's basically how this starts. Like usually all the books kind of pick up at the end of the previous book, but this one we're actually going back a little bit because at the end of the score and the epilogue, he comes back, Tucker comes home and is like, hey, I wanted to tell you guys all together, but I'm having a baby with Sabrina. And so at this point, I read about 50 pages last night. They're just hooking up because I wanted to see like how far into it we get the surprise pregnancy thing, and I kind of skimmed ahead and I think it's like halfway through. So that seems really quick for me, and I hope it's not one of those things where they stay together because they're pregnant or she's pregnant and they're having a baby together. Bugs me, but yeah, I'm gonna show you the hockey game tonight, and then I will probably finish this book tonight or tomorrow when I get home, and I'll update you and I'll close out the vlog. I have decided that I'm not gonna read The Legacy. I'm not doing it. I'm not reading it because I've learned my lesson from the Addicted series, that a book that is strictly about the couples is as like an epilogue thing, like a full-length book. No. So The Legacy is like 300 pages. That's a no for me. I'm not reading 300 pages of an epilogue. Don't get me wrong. Will I go back and read it at some point? Probably. I just don't want to read it for this vlog. I do not want to see them, you know, doing all their thing together. That's just not something I want to read about. I've learned my lesson. Full-length epilogue books like that, where it's like a dedicated epilogue book that's longer than like 150 pages, I don't usually like it, and I will just go back and read it when I want to, but I'm not in the mood to. So I'm gonna end it with the goal, but I'm gonna finish that tonight, and I'm gonna finish it tonight or tomorrow, and I'll update you, but I am really nervous. So I'm gonna go have my lunch, I'm gonna get back to work, and you're gonna see the hockey game just in a second. Hello. It is actually the day after the hockey game. I'm here to close out this vlog, and I'm actually very sorry to say that I am DNFing the goal. Considering I just filmed and edited a DNF video, and this one is not going to be included on that, I just don't care. I am 100 pages in. I don't care about Tucker. I don't care about Sabrina. I just don't care. And knowing that there's going to be a surprise pregnancy, and I flipped through a little bit to see when And it's about halfway through the book where she's like, oh my god, I'm pregnant, and then it's just them like figuring it out, and I could just tell that they're probably gonna be together because of the baby. And like, while that's cute, do I think that they have chemistry? No. Like, the first time they meet, I just feel like it was like very forced chemistry, considering how we first met Sabrina and how like she's a firecracker, but then she goes home with Tucker, and I'm like, girl, what are you doing? Girl, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? And I just personally did not want to sit down tonight after a long day of work and force myself to read this book. That's 100% what it is that I have to read this book so I can get the vlog edited by tomorrow, right? Because tomorrow's Thursday, but today's Wednesday. So I have to finish this tonight. And I got through like 50 more pages, I think, like 40 more pages last night, and I just don't care. I don't want to pick it up after a long day of work today. I want to read something else. I don't want to read this. I do not. And one thing of my goals this year is to not push through books that I know I'm just not going to like. I know that I'm not going to like this. I'm not going to, like, I may give it a 3-star. I mean, I've read a third of the book already because it's 300 pages. I may give it a 3-star. It's a maybe. And we haven't even got to the major plot point. And that's the thing, because it's halfway through, you know that it's going to be a plot point. Like, you know the surprise pregnancy is going to be a plot point. And that's just not my thing. I know that about myself. Like I said previously in the previous clip when you saw me, I think it was yesterday, yeah, before the hockey game, I said that I would never pick up a surprise pregnancy if I know it's in it. Secret baby is different. I can do secret baby, but surprise pregnancy where she literally finds out she's pregnant, and then again, she's like supposed to go to Harvard. She's supposed to do all this. She's supposed to like have all these jobs. I'm like, how is this gonna work out? And I just don't care to find out. So surprise pregnancy is not my thing. If it's your thing, then you can pick this up and you might love this one. I just don't. So I'm gonna take my bookmark out and I'm gonna put this book back on my shelf. I mean, I don't know if I'll ever finish it again. It'll probably be a no, but you know, it's on my shelf, you know what I mean? But I just don't have any desire to finish it. I'm not going to push through it. So sorry that one of the books ended in a DNF, but those are my thoughts about it. Like I said, if you enjoy Surprise Pregnancy, I think you may enjoy this book. I don't know what else to tell you. I just don't care to read it. That's the end of it. I just don't care. But I will say that this is a success. Well, half a success, because first book was a 4.5 stars. Second book was a 3.5 stars. The third book was a 4.5 stars. And this book is a DNF, but if I were to rate it, it'd probably be a 3-star. Like, if I were to push through and finish it, it would be a 3-star. So, I mean, 50-50, that's pretty good. Do I think that this holds up to some of the newer hockey romances? Yeah, I think that they're like classic hockey romances. I just wish that there were more hockey throughout all the books. I wish that it didn't just freaking end. All the books, well, I can't say for the last book, but all the books end like very abruptly, which kind of makes sense why she wrote The Legacy, to have that extended epilogue with all the couples, but I don't really want to read 300 pages of an extended epilogue. Like, just give me a chapter or two at the end of the book, like 2 or 3 years later, like extended, not just like a glimpse, and we'll be good. You know what I mean? Like, I would have been fine with that. But I love Dean. He is one of my not one of my favorite characters, but he's a character that I really enjoyed reading. I loved seeing his kind of journey, especially the way that, you know, he handled his family and what he wanted to do and all that stuff like that. I love Garrett and Hannah's relationship. I love how easy that they were to fall in love. Logan and Grace were not my favorite, but the groveling was good. The groveling was good, and that's the only reason why I would recommend it. And then for the last book, I don't really like Tucker and Sabrina. I don't feel like they have chemistry. So, yeah. But I hope you enjoyed this vlog. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know if there's another series, old or new, that you would love to see me vlog maybe in April. I have, what was the series? Oh, it's the Fall Away series by Penn Douglas. The first book is, I think it's just Fall Boy? No. The first book, I forgot what it's called. Bully? Is that what the first book? Rival? I don't know. That series. You can let me know if you'd want me to do that in April, because I'm itching to read that. Like I said at the beginning of this video, make sure you leave a hockey emoji, a puck, a stick, a hockey player, ice, whatever. Leave it some type of hockey emoji. And yeah, that's all I got. But thank you so much for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe for more content from me. As always, I hope you're living a novel life, and I will see you in my next one. Bye, guys.